What is up? It is Blue and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my little baby Bramley. Nearly forgot your name then. Yeah, Bramley. Here with my baby Bramley to talk about some more drama with you. Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, I want to go straight into the deaf Noodles drama. Alright, wobbly-headed baby. Yes, so let's get into the deaf Noodles drama, because that has been something that a lot of people have been talking about on Twitter. So, Salvo Pancakes went to the Deaf Noodles comedy roast yesterday, and there was a fight that broke out.
Red one, 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 red one.
So Salvo, you can see him on stage in that clip, and he's got his phone up in the air chanting red bar, red bar, red bar, getting the audience to chant red bar. Now, I actually found out that Red Bar is the name of another podcast. So I don't know if that's like one of Deaf Noodles' enemies or something, but it's the name of another podcast. So Salvo was up there, red bar, red bar, red bar, and obviously that really annoyed Deaf Noodles. So it must be like some kind of arch nemesis of Deaf Noodles or something to really annoy him. So red bar, red bar, red bar, Deaf Noodles comes out. You saw he smacked Salvo in the back, and then also, as well as him getting smacked, it was audience members getting chairs pushed into them, getting drinks spilled on them, all this kind of drama, all this kind of mess. So I've actually seen like audience members who were there complaining on Twitter about the fact that they had drinks poured all over them and they didn't know what the liquids were, you know, alcohol or whatnot. They didn't know, and they were like, look, Deaf Noodles, what the hell happened? You know, I was at your show last night. I had drinks poured on me when you shoved Salvo, you know, and people's chairs got pushed back and all of this. So, like, you're at a comedy roast, right? Deaf Noodles is running this comedy roast. But people are coming up on Twitter saying, hey, Deaf Noodles, you should know the rules of a comedy roast battle. You should know that you don't put hands on people. You know, you should know that it's not about getting physical. It's about roasting each other with your jokes on the mic. And the jokes, girl. Now, the humour in this Deaf Noodles roast battle that happened yesterday. God, it's not even humour. You can't even call it humour. Like, for real, you can't. These two guys were going at each other. I say going at each other, but it was the most pathetic kind of trying to roast each other that I've ever seen. And one of them said, oh, you know, this guy's wearing glasses so that he doesn't look threatening, because one of the comedians was black. And, oh, you know, yeah, if he puts glasses on, then apparently he doesn't look threatening. Oh, ha, 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 my sides are splitting, right? That's so hilarious. I'm laughing my arse off. God, oh, my sides hurt. I can't recover from that. Wow. And then the white guy comedian, just, they flopped. Girl, they flopped. Because then one comedian said to the other, oh, well, you're only wearing glasses to make you look clever so people know you're not stupid. I was like, 5-year-olds can tell better jokes than this. 5-year-olds have got a better grip on humour than this. The other really stupid thing about all of this, with Deaf Noodles fighting someone, abusing someone at his own show, is that Deaf Noodles called Will Smith out for not being able to take a joke that Chris Rock made at the Oscars.
Smith doesn't look like a crazy father like Richard Williams. Will Smith looks like a fucking loser who can't take a fucking joke. Chris Rock was there doing a job. Was the joke on Jada bad? Yes, it was an awful fucking joke. It was absolutely uncalled for. But you know what's even more uncalled for? Getting smacked around because you're doing your fucking job. No need to fucking assault someone on international television because you didn't like the fucking joke.
Now, if you're going to call out Will Smith for hitting somebody who didn't like a joke, then why are you hitting someone, Salvo, because you don't like their joke, you don't like them chanting red bar, red bar, red bar, and actually getting the crowd worked up, something that you should be doing at your own comedy roast. But, you know, Deaf Noodles doesn't do any of that. He just comes out and flops, you know. But people are calling Deaf Noodles out for this. The fact that he's being really hypocritical in saying, oh, well, Will Smith was wrong to bop Chris Rock one for saying a joke that Will Smith didn't like about Jada, you know, his wife. And then just Salvo ended up saying that he was in the hospital and that he was going to be suing Deaf Noodles as well. And I was like, wow, okay, here we go. Deaf Noodles in another lawsuit. Now, Deaf Noodles is in a lawsuit with Keemstar because Keemstar called him a P word allegedly. Well, now Deaf Noodles is getting a lawsuit for assaulting someone at his own comedy show. So there we go. Enjoy jail, Dennis. My child is funnier than Deaf Noodles and they can't talk. They're a plastic doll. They don't talk. But they're still funnier than Deaf Noodles. Deaf Noodles can't do that. So Deaf Noodles being hypocritical, Salvo suing Deaf Noodles now, all of this mess. And also, as well as the mess now, Deaf Noodles is now putting up the prices of the tickets for his comedy roast that doesn't contain any comedy. He's putting up the tickets from $15 up to $50. Like, I don't know how anyone in their right mind pays $15, let alone $50, to go and see Deaf Noodles and his unfunny friends bomb on stage. I don't know why anyone would waste their money. I mean, at least with Salvo and Deaf Noodles having a fight, there was something entertaining about the comedy roast. But like, girl, these people, they don't know how to tell a joke to save their life. And I'm not saying I'm funny, because I really don't think I'm funny, you know, especially not if I try to be funny. I'm not funny. But like, Deaf Noodles likes to say, I'm a comedian, I've worked at comedy clubs, I'm a comedian. But like, he's got a garage with a little bit of fake brick wall stuck up and some folding chairs, and he's charging people $15 to $50 to get in, to come and watch him and his friends say, oh, you're wearing glasses so that people don't know you're stupid. No wonder people are taking alcohol in there, because they want to get blacked out. You know, I'm not promoting binge drinking here or any of that, but, you know, no wonder that people are taking alcohol in there and getting drunk and getting rowdy, because they want something to do when they get there. Like, the show is clearly not entertaining them. Okay, I'm going to leave the topic of Deaf Noodles and his unfunny friends right there, because we've got a little bit more beauty drama to get into. There's a couple of things that I actually want to talk about in this one. Couple of things. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to get into is going to be about Ellis Atlantis. Now, if you don't know, Ellis Atlantis was on season 1 of a show called Glow Up, which is a makeup show. Here in the UK, they've also got Glow Up Island as well now, so there's an Irish version, and I think I don't know if they've got any other versions anywhere else in the world, but I know that Nikki Tutorials hosts one that's kind of similar called Makeup Cup. But Ellis Atlantis was on live on IG. I can't play the clips because there was music in the background that was like Gaga and Nicki Minaj and stuff, and I can't play that over here on my YouTube channel. I will get demonetized. So Ellis Atlantis was on live and just doing makeup, you know, rhinestone in the face, all this amazing look, you know, looking really good. And somebody jumped in on Ellis Atlantis live and said, you got another queen called Villanelle in debt. And they're claiming that Ellis has somehow bullied another drag queen called Villanelle and got her kicked off RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Also got her 30k in debt due to getting her kicked off RuPaul's Drag Race UK. I'm going to put up a screenshot because I can't, as I say, play the clips because of the music in the background, the copyright, as well as going for Ellis. These people, I don't know if they were trolling or what, if they were friends of this Villanelle queen. I don't know. But these people also were coming for another of Ellis's friends called Starlet. Starlet is the name on Instagram. I was like, girl. They were saying things like Scarlet, mother tucking, second boot, and all of this stuff. Because Villanelle has allegedly stolen looks off of Starlet. And then there's been back and forth between these queens. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I do know a little bit about the drama. I do know that there's been a lot of back and forth between these queens. There's history there. They're bitching, you know, back and forth. You copied my outfits. It's that kind of drama, you know. You copied my outfits. You copied my wigs, whatever, you know, back and forth, back and forth. Shady queens, it's what they do, you know. But now to tell Ellis that he's got someone 30k in debt and kicked them off Drag Race, I don't know how. I don't know how. Maybe Ellis has got contacts. I don't know. Maybe Ellis would one day be on RuPaul's Drag Race UK. I don't know. I really don't. But I'm getting a little bit like, sus about this. I'm like, okay, well, maybe this Villanelle queen will be on Drag Race UK then. They're saying that Ellis has got her kicked off, but like, I don't know. Very interesting tea. One last thing in this video. Colourpop Cosmetics. RIP. I've got to throw my Colourpop Cosmetics out apparently. Colourpop. Now, everybody knows the brand Colourpop. If you use makeup, you will be aware of who Colourpop are. They're putting out new collections all the time, like themed collections, licensed themed collections all the time. Boom, 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 boom. They've done like Star Wars. They've done Frozen. They've done like everything, right? Well, now they are in the drama, and they're in the drama for doing a Harry Potter collaboration. Yeah, I did used to like Harry Potter before I knew that J.K. Rowling was a big old turf. J.K. Rowling, big old turf. And if you don't know what turf means, it essentially means a feminist that excludes the rights of trans women or trans men. You know, a feminist who's a bit of a cunt to trans people. So, J.K. Rowling is obviously going to get some kind of royalties from this collection with Colourpop. And what Colourpop have done is really, really not it. It's really not enough. Like, people are calling them out on Instagram. I'm going to put some of the comments in here so you guys can see. But people are calling them out like pretty much one after the other on Instagram, saying, we don't like this. We don't want to support this. How come you are trying to say you support the LGBTQ plus community? But, you know, you're doing this collaboration. Don't come to us next Pride and think, oh yeah, we're going to do a Pride collection, because we know that you're not really about the community if you're going to support somebody like J.K. Rowling who doesn't support trans people. All that Colourpop did in response to people calling them out was they responded to somebody's comment saying, oh yeah, we give to LGBTQ plus charities and we support the LGBTQ community. We will continue to do that. It was very PR, very like, but it wasn't even its own post. The apology wasn't even its own post. It was a comment underneath a response that they'd gotten about the Harry Potter collaboration. It wasn't even its own dedicated post. It was just literally a comment. I'm going to pop it in here. It was a comment underneath somebody calling them out for doing this collaboration. All they really said in response was, oh, well, we're listening. We support the LGBTQ plus community. And honestly, like, that isn't good enough. They should cancel the collaboration. You know, people in the comments are calling on them to cancel the collaboration, to not go through with it, don't bring it out, because they don't like what J.K. Rowling stands for. Now, if you want to support a brand that's trans owned, you've got Nimya by Nikki Tutorials. I use this setting spray a lot. There's a few setting sprays that I use. I use Gerard Cosmetics. I like the Slay All Day setting sprays from them. And also this Nimya one. Now, Nikki Tutorials brand, Nimya. This, you can go and get yourself a lip gloss. You can go and get yourself a primer. You know, there's a few things that you can go and get yourself from Nikki Tutorials brand. It is relatively new, but, you know, it is there. If you want to actually support a trans-owned makeup brand, then there's Nikki Tutorials. Also, you've got brands like Trixie Cosmetics. Now, Trixie has done the collaboration with Juno Birch, of course. So you've got an eyeshadow palette with this. You've got a lipstick with this as well, which I've got down here. So the lipstick is in this little box here. So you've got a lipstick, you've got an eyeshadow palette. You know, support brands like that if you want to support brands that support trans people. Also, you've got Sensorium Beauty, Alexis Stone's brand. This one, I hope you guys can, oh, it's very shiny. Yeah, Sensorium Beauty, Alexis Stone's brand. Alexis has supported her trans friends, had them in the campaigns for her makeup line and stuff. So you've got like Trixie collaborating with Juno Birch. You know, you've got Nikki Tutorials, who's trans, with her own makeup line. There are other companies that you can support rather than supporting Colourpop. You've got the Crayon Case as well, which is trans owned also. So the Crayon Case, they've got like everything on their website. They've got eyeshadows, they've got pencils, they've got brushes, they've got lashes, they've got everything that's brand. So there are other brands that you can support that are actually trans owned if you want to support somebody who's not going to do a Colourpop and just say, oh well, fuck it, it doesn't matter, we're just here for the money. You know, if you want to support a trans owned business and give them your money instead, you know, there you go, there's a few options. I know that some of you will have a lot to say about me because I buy Jeffree Star makeup and I review that and everything. But Jeffree's never been transphobic, to my knowledge. He's never been transphobic. He's done things in the past that I know a lot of people don't agree with, but he has changed. He's come a long way and he's changed. And I know that not everybody will share that opinion, but, you know, I happen to think I've seen a lot of change from Jeffree. So that is why I still continue to use his products. You know, I know people won't like that and that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, but, you know, mine is I'm not happy with transphobia. So I don't want to support Colourpop anymore, being that they're going to do this Harry Potter collaboration. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop this little video right here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you think about all the drama, and thank you for watching. Bye.